go to the start of the next Olympic and Paralympic Games in Rio de Janeiro, many people are asking how Brazil is measuring up. The estimated cost for the government is around £8 billion. That seems set to rise, and many projects are running behind schedule. There are also concerns over pollution and sewage. So what steps should Brazil be taking to make the Games safe? And is the country ready for another event on the world stage so soon after the Football World Cup? To talk about this, I'm joined by Jasmine Turner, Events Director at Timebased, a creative event planning and event management company. Thanks for joining us, Jasmine. Hi. I guess when you're putting on an event like this, you've got so much to think about when it comes to safety. You've got the pollution we were talking about there, the fact that you want facilities where people are going to, not get crushed and not trip up over things, and also security to stop people who might want to hurt them affecting them. I mean, just give us a sense of the magnitude of the task which is before them.
Yes, so it's a huge task to undertake. Obviously, key in planning for risks in events of this scale and this magnitude are in detailed risk assessments, so they are absolutely paramount to ensure the safety of spectators, of athletes, of everybody involved. So understanding the risk and planning for risks such as fire, ensuring that there's a successful a traffic management plan in place, security, stewarding plans are all really absolutely important.
And does this involve things like, dry running, hosting kind of like fake events to test that the facilities are ready?
Yeah, and obviously to ensure that the venues are up to scratch and up to standards and are will run successfully. That's absolutely key. So all of those sort of test runs, dry runs, with all of the stakeholders involved are just very, very key.
I guess as we saw ourselves here in London in 2012, it's the Olympics is one of the world's, it's probably the world's biggest opportunity, isn't it, to kind of build your country's brand and showcase it to the world. But I guess there's an equal threat there, isn't there, that if things go wrong, it becomes a global embarrassment.
Well, I think Brazil need to sort of have a look at the success of London in the Olympic Games in London. I mean, it was such a success there in terms of building a brand on a global scale. So Brazil really has a fantastic opportunity here to harness the success of their World Cup in 2014, which was some say the best ever. So harnessing that opportunity, building their brand on a global scale is really.
There are always these questions, aren't there, though, ahead of big, sporting events like this, is whether the country hosting is ready and whether they're moving fast enough. And the same questions were asked of Beijing, similar questions were asked of London. And it does always seem to kind of work out all right on the night, doesn't it? Or does it just kind of seem that way and I suppose we don't see the headaches which might be happening behind closed doors?
Yeah, as ever with events and live events, there's always an incredible amount of planning that goes on backstage. It's a really great opportunity for Brazil to get in place a sort of infrastructure that that Rio really needs, and the games give them a deadline in order to do that. So it's a really great opportunity for them to do that and to work towards these deadlines.
And I guess they kind of had a dry run, didn't they, with the Football World Cup? So
exactly,
yeah.
And that was such a great success, and it's really important for them to build on that.
Okay, Jasmine Turner from Timebased, thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Let's have a look at how the markets are performing today. The FTSE 100 currently